Hi guys, welcome to All Things English with Teacher Leo. Today we are going to learn about the present perfect tense, how and when to use this tense. And I'm going to be comparing it with the past simple tense because when you see the differences between the two tenses, it'll help you understand the present perfect tense a lot better. Okay? Are you guys ready? Let's begin. I have studied English. I studied English. Are you confused? Don't worry. Let me show you how to use the present perfect tense and when to use it by comparing it with the past simple tense. Trust me, it'll make it easier for you to understand. So let's begin by looking at the past simple tense. We use the past simple tense when talking about actions or states of being that started and ended in the past. For example, he drove to work this morning. She bought a new pair of shoes. Both these sentences tell us about actions that happened sometime in the past and ended sometime in the past. Now, let's look at the present perfect tense. We use the present perfect tense when talking about things that happened in the past, but continue on into the present. So there's a definite link between the past and the present. Okay? For example, they have been friends for a long time. This sentence tells us two things. First, that some time ago in the past, they began their friendship. And second, they're still friends today, at present. He has lived there for years. This statement tells us two things. One, that sometime in the past, he started to live there, wherever that is. And second, he still lives there up to this day, the present. If we change the verb tense in these two sentences to the past simple tense, their meanings become very different. They were friends for a long time. Now, this sentence tells us that they began their friendship sometime in the past, and that their friendship lasted for quite some time, but that friendship eventually ended in the past as well. Okay? Next sentence. He lived there for years. Now, this sentence tells us that sometime in the past, he started living there, wherever that is, and he lived there for a number of years, but for some reason, he stopped living there sometime in the past too. So at present, he doesn't live there anymore. The present perfect tense is also used when the time the action was completed is not important. We use it when we want to emphasize the result of the action. Okay, so let's take a look at this dialogue. Have you gone skydiving before? Yes, I've gone skydiving before. Okay, so you've done this before. You know the rules, right? Do you see the connection between the past and the present? Okay. Let's look at another example. I've been to London several times. I can take you guys on a tour of the city. Once again, when you use the present perfect tense, you can connect events of the past and make them have relevance in the present, We also use the present perfect tense when talking about actions completed very recently. And we do this just by adding the word just. For example, I have just seen the news. I've just eaten dinner. How do we form the present perfect tense? We start with the helping verb have, conjugated to match our different subjects. Then we add the past participle of the main verb. For example, eat becomes eaten, go becomes gone. Let's look at some dialogues that'll make it even easier for you to understand how and when to use the present perfect tense. Would you like to order some food? Oh, no thanks, I'm full. I've just eaten dinner. I'll just have a glass of water. So you can see that because he has just eaten dinner in the very recent past, it's relevant now in the present because he's full. And because of this, he will just have a glass of water instead of ordering food. Next example. In this dialogue, we have a child speaking with his parent. Can I go play outside? Have you finished your homework? Yes, I have finished my homework. Can I go outside and play now? So as you can see, since the child did his homework in the past, now in the present, he can go outside and play. A great way to become familiar with using the present perfect tense is by asking two simple questions. First question, when? Second question, how long? Okay, so when I ask the question, when, your answer will automatically be in the past simple tense. Okay, and when I ask you, how long have you so-and-so? Your answer will automatically be in the present perfect tense. Okay? Because when we speak of the past simple tense, we think point in time. For example, when did you get married? I got married last 2018. It's a specific point in time. Whereas if I ask you, how long have you been married? Then you say, oh, I've been married for 4 years. And this refers to the length of time that you were married. Okay? So you can practice these questions and answer these questions. You can make up your answers and see that when you ask when, you get the past simple, and when you ask how long, you get the present perfect. Another great way to get familiar with using the present perfect tense is playing the game, Have You Ever? So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and I want you to answer them. And you'll realize that every answer you give me will be in the present perfect tense. Are you ready? Let's begin. Have you ever gone skydiving? Have you ever played a musical instrument? Have you ever ridden a tractor? Have you ever eaten an entire pizza all by yourself? Don't lie. Have you ever met a celebrity? This is the moment that you've all been waiting for. the title of the lesson. I've studied English, or I studied English. What's the difference, right? Let's find out. Which one should I use? I have studied English equals important to you in the past and important to you now in the present. I studied English equals important to you in the past, but is not relevant in the present. What do you mean? I still don't get it. Okay, just give me a sec. It really depends on the situation. For example, in a job interview, an employer may ask you, have you studied English before? Because we need someone who can communicate with our clients from the United States. Now we can clearly see the connection between the past and the present because you're talking to an employer who wants to know how your past is important in the context of doing a good job at his company now in the present. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a short quiz. Try to change these sentences into the correct tense, okay? And you can type your answers in the comments section below if you'd like. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and click that like button if you enjoyed and learned something from this lesson. And of course, if you'd like to see more lessons every week from All Things English with Teacher Leo. Have a nice day and see you next video.